This is your boy Super and I'm playing Fallout 76. In the last video I started showing you my routine to gather the resources I lack at the moment. So I'm back. You saw me take control of this last time, having like maintenance so I can get acid. There's 3 acid deposits here. I just finished securing it and defending it. So now I'm good to go. In the last video we got screws. And I follow this route by Aiden Kane. Starts out in Sugar Grove. There's a lot of enemies on this route, but you get a large amount of screws. It's really worth it. Plus all the other loot you get. Like I'm short plastic. We'll be getting a bunch of plastic there. First on the list is Sugar Grove. This is the easiest. That's why I like this guy. Not only does he explain to you all the ways to get screws in the game, once you get to the farming section, it gives all the locations in order by easiest to difficult. He shows pictures of the map locations, he describes the locations, and there's very few ads on the site. It's an awesome site. We got to go to a shortcut. I mean a pit stop. Here's the foundation. Exterior. Sugar Grove is controlled by super mutants. Right here in the middle, it's a picture of a satellite right above the blast zone, whatever it's called, the most radioactive place on the map, the difficultest place on the map. West of the Mire. There's a large constant. Oh, this is the robotic zone. I'm sorry, this is a different place. This is run by robotics. There's a lot of screws here, and most of the enemies are easy until you get to the boss. Well, the elite enemy here, really. You don't have alright special equipped. This is definitely not the right gun to be using, because we're out of ammo. And there's a scorched beast here. When did this happen? Gotta get this turret quickly. Of course, follow the scorched beast. They should fall quicker to the red upper. There's another robot out there. Just in this entry room, there's 5 screws. There's a globe right here. Lead. Don't need aluminum, although it's still tagged. Better run. Better fucking run. Level up. I think there's 2 down here. Yep, there's a fan. That's 3 screws. Or 2 screws. So the scorched beast have never been here since I've played and done this route. I've done it quite a few times. There's another fan, that's 3 screws. Did I say 5? There's 2 fans, the globe. So it's 3 so far. We haven't even, there's the load 4. Fan on the ground there. Plus there's this room, nothing in the room. There's another room to check in over here. So this is probably where we get 5. No, there's just 4. My bad. 4 is still. Oh, there's 5 right there. 5 screws before you even get into the building. Some gamma rounds, bunch of ceramics and aluminum. Let's go into the building. 5 already. Plus, you get a lot of steel and lead from killing all the robots. You might have to find out what is the best weapon to use against robots, because the red upper and the handmade 45 caliber are not gonna work. The 5.56 caliber. Now this is where it gets a little hard. There's 6 screws, but this room disorients me, and I can't remember where I've searched and I haven't. Well, we started out with no junk, so we could just scrap it, and we'll find all the screws have to have come from this place. That's 6. And sometimes, when I first started, I'd miss one in here. Sitting on the ground or on top of a filing cabinet. 7, 8. Nine. Thought that was a globe, but it's not. There's also one on the ground, a fan laying on the ground somewhere. And then we still have to search the rooms. There's a fan. 10. All these gas canisters, I like these. Mr. Handy fuel canisters. Okay. I still haven't seen the one on the ground. It's a little better. Maybe I got my settings wrong. Brightness. I don't know, brightness. Hobby pin box, a pen. Some save. I think there was supposed to be 16 here. We've got 10. 11 if you count the one I can't find on the floor. Weird that I can't find more. 11. Another safe with a missile in it. Now I don't know which room we searched in. Don't know where. I don't know what side the room or the floor one's at. It's fucking getting me agitated how cluttery it is in here. Harpoons. No screws in here. It's just a ladle over here. Oh, well, let's see. We got, so far we got, fuck, 1, 2, 11, 11 plus all the other good stuff. Means there was 6 in this office, 5 out front. 6 seems like a nice number for them to be. But I could have swore there was always 1 on the ground I would miss. It was all the rooms, I suppose. Oh well. Let me see if he says how many is in here. He doesn't say the exact number. Oh well. Let's move on. There's 12. 13. Keep all that plastic. Teaspoon, what the fuck? Ballistic fiber scrap. Did I just say ballistic fiber scrap? We cannot. It sure did. We need to pick that up. We need tons and tons of that because I want to make a whole armor set from scratch and then make it triple legendary. Same with weapons, power armor. I already started on the power armor. Next extra 1, 3-star legendary. So I think we're gonna have to end it at 13. There's one more room, but there's also an assaultron guarding it. I'm not prepared for that. That guy can kill military grade duct tape. You want some? Phone, I'm surprised it's not plastic. It looks like it's made out of plastic. Assaultron's in the room at the end of this hall. And not the end of this hall. We just came, the end of the hall we came from, that end. Through them double doors that are closed by a terminal. Should be one more screw in here, so it's 14. There might be 2 in the Assaultron room. I don't usually do it after I died the first time. We'll leave the turrets on, but we'll open the door. Well, that was dumb. I wanted to use them to shoot the other enemies, but it didn't work. So let's close the door. Let's remove the targeting restrictions from the turret. So now we can lure the Assaultron up here. I don't know how we shut the door. We shut this one for sure though. See, you don't even have to go this far. Once you got your 14 screws, head on to the next place on the list. We're shooting each other. Okay. There's another Colonel Gutsy up here. And another turret. 2 Colonel Gutsies and a turret. I think there might be some screws. There's something good in here, I'm sure. A lot of good stuff on the Colonel Gutsy. That was a legendary. 2-star legendary guitar, so that's sword. That's so cool. Alright. What screws do we had in the cabinetry? There's 15. There's never been a Scorched here, and I don't remember there ever being a legendary Colonel Gutsy in here. I think I might have seen the legendary Assaultron in the other room. It's at 15 screws, and we have another hallway before we get to the Assaultron. Little workbench.
Complete. No hostile. Detected. Standing down.
That's the Assaultron, isn't it? He came to destroy the turrets. That's Colonel Gutsy. I heard that explode. I was hoping 16 would be in here, but it's very likely the 16th is in the Assaultron chambers. I wonder if we did destroy the turrets. They're dead for sure. Well, one is. I'm taking our loot and leaving. this red upper would be great to... Damn it, we should have used the weapons workbench in there. Repair this red upper if we could. I don't want this to break. It's perfect for fighting super mutants. It's got plenty of durability left. So the next place is this giant satellite dish, the National Isolated Radio Array. The building outside of it is where we want to go, not to the dish itself. And this is the one with lots of plastic. I had the locations confused because we got them plastic pumpkin trick-or-treat buckets here. There's like 5 super mutants. Sometimes one of them's a legendary. Like 12 or 13 screws, I don't remember. Where'd the building go? You could kill that guy standing out front, and then you can kill a couple on the roofs before you go in. I'm not using a ranged weapon, so might as well just go right in. Some upstairs on the left. Up here. Trying to get something to eat instead of wasting the stim pack. Oh, we're dying of thirst. Drink of beer, some water, and then we're kind of low, so I'm gonna wait. They say most of the screws are on the first floor, but there's a couple on the second. Sounds like the noise I make when I'm eating watermelon. In the hot plate, there's one screw. I haven't had music playing in a long time. All this music has so far been copyright free. I'm sure there's not much music I've missed playing over 100 hours. Only 90 hours worth is on recorded video though. There's 2. See, we killed like 3 super mutants and 2 super mutant hounds. 3? It wasn't that difficult. Like, as long as you have ammo, because if you show up here, you'll definitely use it all. Three and 4. There's my plastic. Five. Six. At least there's no loading screen at this one.
Where'd you go? Gonna find you. Gonna
Thought there was more buckets. There was one laying on the ground somewhere. Oh, well, it's at 6. Basement's a cool place. This is where the legendary's at. This guy usually has a missile launcher too. There's a workbench down here. Baby rad roach. No screws. Here's our friend. He's the king of level 100s, but he's not legendary. He has a minigun this time, huh? Toxic Valley treasure map. 5mm rounds right away, instant mash minigun. No fusion core. Oil can. My public workshop is low on oil. We need those. Circuit board. Wood blocks, that's a brick. Well, 6, that's not very impressive. Let's go upstairs anyway. Six is almost not worth it. But if all you needed was 1 or 2, I'm sure it'd be alright. Just vanilla tier. Get the job done. 7. Ballistic fiber. Where's I didn't see a workbench. I thought there was a workbench. Military grade duct tape. 7. No, that's 8. So I said 6 for now. So 8? 8 or 9? 8 or 9. So we know we had 15 in the first place. 10? So now it's starting to look good. It's gotta do both floors. I don't know why he would say not to do both floors. That takes it from single digits to double digits. That's significant. Stim pack. That's 100 caps worth of stim. No, we got 1 stim pack here, 1 in the last place. So if you, I think it's worth it. I said 11 so far. 12. How did he die? Looks like he's been looted too. Plastic pumpkin, cryo cell. Toothbrush. Plastic knife. I don't understand where that key is used at. Might probably even already lockpicked it or something. No more buckets, huh? There's one. Okay, let's find a workbench. Or we can just look at our junk and see. Because we had 15 screws from the first place. Let's see if that shows up in the count. Loose screws, okay. 17. Plus now all our unscrapped items. We got 3 screws in the antique globes. 5 screws, so that's 8. Two and a hot plate, it's 10. We know hot plate, that's 10. Typewriters, that's 12. What about the fan? Office desk fan, we didn't get any of those. So we got 27 screws. 12 at one place, 15 at the next, and they're real close to each other, so you can just bounce from one to the other. It's awesome. Plus, there's now the third place. This one, I think I started to do this one, or I did this one. I did this one when I thought it was this one, and I was doing this one, and it's the hardest one so far. It is full of super mutants, so I gave up. And that was way before I even had the red upper. Just big mounds of flesh. And this is a flesh-destroying weapon. 17, that's good enough to get you, build you a full armor set just about. Not maybe the best, but it'll get you almost there. It's a scorch, so. No plastic. Oh, there's a plastic fork. This one's bound to have a loading screen. We're a bit thirsty. Nothing like a Nuka-Cola. 5,000 caps too, yeah. Figured out how to do that. Figured out how to make caps. I used to complain because I could never get enough caps. And everywhere, everything cost a bunch of caps. Every blueprint that's interesting costs 1,000 caps. We're doing the dailies and defending the public workshops. A lot of ways to get caps. So this is, I'm so confused. I don't remember. I already saw 2 here. 2 globes. And then I say, oh, it was a desk fan. It's 2. Let's see. Oh, say something. Plastic. There's more scorched here than there is super mutants at the last place. 3. More ballistic fiber too, that's awesome. That shit's hard to find. I just seen one in the center, but I'm searching for one at first. Not any rooms just yet. 4 hot plate. Just like AridenCane.com, you got some good guides. Lots of guides too, not just like farming guides. You got more beginner level guides, advanced guides, well-made guides. So I think our perimeter has been searched. Let's go to the interior. The interior is confusing as hell. You dizzy and shit. It's 5. Not gonna be much more here. I don't think there's double digits. If there is, it's gonna be beyond my search expertise. 7. 8. And so we can get 50 screws an hour. 9. I've been guessing wrong all day. Because we still got all the side rooms and the second story. Where does this fuck does this go? Ten. Military grade duct tape. A lot of good duct tape into ballistic fiber. 11. Doubtful. I think this is outside, yeah. I thought that was a door. I don't need to go out there unless this hallway is just a bathroom. We're not going to find any screws in the bathroom. I like how things are still realistically like that. Like, you're not going to find shit in the bathroom that don't belong there. For the most part. Worthless ass hallway. Out to Appalachia. There's the stairs. And we searched that. Upstairs we go. Over encumbered. There better be a workbench here. We're in trouble. 12. 40 screws. Might have got a decent amount of plastic. So we can bulk up everything and get some space in our store stash. Days of Christmas. Merry Christmas. Not one. There was only, did we get any on the second floor? Because I don't remember. I know it wasn't more than one. Well, I'm in a house of many stories. Not all of them spooky, I hope. 13. Now 13. Asshole. Cooling cap is plastic, is it not? Oh no, that's metal, okay. I thought it meant a cap like a lid. But it means cap like machinery. Heavy machinery. It's a key, 10mm pistol, whiskey. But the only thing I like about like live service online multiplayer games is like they have events like at Christmas, the whole game is festive. Thanksgiving, that's really cool. One and only railway gun. Let's see, there's like almost none up here. We did make it to 13, didn't we? That's where I'm counting from. Fuck, I knew it. Fucking knew it. Now the scorched here. We did pick up a lot of ammo for this gun, I think. It's a 5.56. Oh, we don't have the right special loadout. Oh my god. It's almost every shot. Oh, and I saw 15 already. 15. So that's 42. So I don't even need to search this far. I don't need screws that bad. And I might think it might be easier just to do the first place whenever you get low, or the first two. There's another freaking floor on this place. Like, I'll need these screws eventually, but I'm not. We can only do one piece of armor or one weapon at a time, you know, and those only cost like 6 screws. So there's 16. Really gives you a lot of choice and matter. Well, this is the last floor. And there's 17. I'd rather have had a workbench than 17. You could have gave me 14 and a workbench, that'd be alright. I knew that was duct tape. So we have some weapons I accidentally picked up we can drop. Automatic assault rifle. I always sell these nasty floating grenades, cryo grenades, anything that's a mine. Lead pipe can go, missile launcher, railway rifle. Oh, we're good. Alright, I'm ready to call it. Go home. Let's check on our settlement workstation. It didn't have enough oil, and I didn't have enough oil, so I had to use regular ass turrets. It probably gets overrun now. And it started out with super mutants. I've never seen super mutants here. They're shooting.
Target acquired. I saw your.
What is that? What are they called? Liberators. Liberators Mark 3, Mark 2. Luckily, we got all our waste acid.
When does the real construction begin?
Where's this Protectrons? Where are they at?
Delivered.
They were shooting at the insult bot. Aw. So that's karma for you. Can't go around talking shit to everybody. Home we go. Nice. Should have 40 waste acid too. Decent amount. We were scavenging. I got the scavenging loadout, so I guess it's only right. Could have kept some of those guns even. We have to drop down and look at another level. No, here it is. Another 10. Maybe if we put this in the workbench, it'll stay for a minute. Need to switch our special loadout before we start crafting things. Alright, so let's see our haul here. Nine ballistic fiber, scrap. 16 excess adhesive, 1 fiber optics, 30 lead, 48 screws, 63 plastic, 1 nuclear waste, 13 waste oil. Nice. Let's make use of this. The plastic. The reason we did it was for screws. But I don't want to go wasting the plastic on anything else but getting inventory space. When we shouldn't do acid, we're about to use all the acid adhesive we could do. We're gonna make bullets a lot, so let's skip over the lead. We're not gonna be using the oil. Nice, I haven't done that in like 5 or 6 play sessions. Let's go with 5mm rounds. 308 rounds. That's it. So what are we at now? 1178. Back up to 1199. Wow. now for the reason we did it. To get the well, no, we didn't do it to get the acid either. We did it to get screws. But we gotta take care of the acid, which is smelting. Gold can be gone. We have 1112 iron ore. We need to make that all steel. Requires 1 acid per. And we still didn't get it all made into steel. But that should save us a little bit of room. We're at 11.99 still. What is wrong with this situation? Uh, 26 iron ore. That's about it in that tab. Just bulking things up, I guess, is all we can do. Use some of our heavy weapon ammunition. Trade some of our heavy ammunition like railroad spikes and harpoons. Okay, so let's get to that. Cannonballs. You got a lot of harpoons, railway spikes, 50 caliber balls, flares, arrows, cryo cells, plasma cartridges, 2mm electromagnetic cartridges, gamma rounds. We might just have to scrap the alien blaster rounds. That whole stack's only worth 1 space. Syringe ammo, 44, 38. That helped us quite a bit. So what can we load up off of here? Nothing from the weapons. We gotta repair them first. Mutant hound meat, melon. We got 26 wolf ribs still. Need to start eating that. Raw crystal. "13 legendary cores, but I need mods." Got a whole bunch of plans. Like last time I showed you, I had like 30. I got another 30. Then I got another 30. Just kept going. Definitely want to repair the red upper. It's a game changer. I'll make it, the rest can wait. I'm just about out of ammo for that gun. Didn't I? Why did it get recalled so fucking quick? See, I got the whole left side X1, X01 armor. Maybe we can make another piece of that. Not much needs to be repaired but our torso. I think that's what we're on. Left arm, left leg, helmet. Let's go to craft. So I'm down to right arm and right leg. Let's do the torso anyway. Now we can do the right leg. And the right arm. That was a fun trip. They're all equipped too. Nice. Full set of X01 armor. Should be, can't change the color, huh? Well, we can, just not right now. Why is excavator armor on there? Oh, that's what I was fucking making, excavator armor. God damn it. That's the second time that's happened. Let's make the torso. What? I can't believe I did that. Let's see if we can mod the torso. No. That pisses me right the fuck off. God damn it. Well, we want to take away all the we got the torso and the left arm and the helmet. Put our old shit right back on. The right leg. Right arm. This has been your boy Super playing Fallout 76. Hope you enjoyed it. It helped me out a lot if you could subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.